We are but 10 minutes away from the second part of our tournament today, the Joust. So please come find a seat in the shade. There are plenty of good seats still available, and our knights will be entering the field in just 10 minutes.
I'm also very proud to announce that you are about to see a most amazing display of chivalry and bravery of knights in shining armor on their horseback. Earlier today, we had the first half of today's tournament, and we crowned a winner for that half. Today, you are about to see us crown the winner for this half, and then the entire day. This is our joust, and you will notice I have selected brave knights that only show the finest chivalry, skill, and bravery. I suggest you pick out a favorite knight and cheer for him, and he will work harder for you. I welcome you all here to Koroneburg. Let the tournament begin!
Thank you, Your Excellency. Welcome and bienvenue to the good people of Koroneburg. This grand tournament is made up of many parts over many days, and so is a test of a knight's skill and endurance. This morning, a skill at arms competition was held, and Sir Geoffrey Hedgecock was victorious. But this morning was but part of the whole, and this afternoon you will see this victor challenged. All these knights are worthy challengers, so pick your favorite and cheer him to victory. The knights have donned their armor and returned to the field for the joust. We bid you put your hands together and raise your voice to welcome our noble competitors to the field of honor. Now, as the gates open, the first knight upon the field is our knight from the Duchy of Lorraine in France, the Chevalier Jean-Pierre de Lorraine, sent by the Duke of Lorraine to do honor to his duchy. The Chevalier acquitted himself quite well this morning. Next upon the field of honor, we have our young knight hailing from the small country of Morongo and representing his good lady, the Duchess Caroline of Ravensholm. Please welcome Michael of Ravensholm. Michael is in second place in today's competition, one tiny point behind our last, but certainly not least, knight, today's victor, Sir Geoffrey Hedgecock. Hailing from the country of England and sent at the behest of King Henry, Sir Geoffrey has taken the most points in today's competition and will defend his lead through this afternoon's joust. Now, while the knights allow their destriers to stretch their legs and test the field, we will have you know the rules of our joust. There will be 3 matches in this afternoon's joust with 3 courses per match for a total of 9 courses. The knights will aim to break their lance upon the shield his opponent carries upon his chest. This is the legal target. This is where he will gain the most points. Each course will be scored thusly as indicated by my judges at the end of the tilt, which is the wall in the middle of the field, which guides the horses and keeps them safe. 1 point will be given for a touch, but no break, which is made in a legal area. This will be indicated by my judges with 1 arm raised. This is called an attaint. 2 points will be given for a break made in any legal area which is not on the shield. 2 points are indicated by 2 arms raised. Maximum of 3 points will be given for a break on the shield, which is indicated by crossed arms. 0 points will be given for a break which is made in a non-target area, a break caused by a swipe, or by no break. And a swipe occurs when the coronel, which is the silver end of the lance, does not make first contact before the break. Now, jousting is a sport of bravery and daring, and each man must present himself openly to the lance to be struck, for to do otherwise is dishonorable and cowardly. Each must strike forcefully with the intention to unhorse, yet each will endeavor to stay on, as to be unhorsed is to be shown a poor horseman. These rules declared, I bid you knights greet each other in friendship and honor, putting your lives in each other's hands, vow to strike each other without malice or enmity. You are friends, you are noble competitors, and so you shall remain throughout this competition. And now let the joust begin. Our first match will be between the Chevalier Jean-Pierre and our young knight, Sir Michael of Ravensholm. Now I hope that both knights have many supporters in the crowd, so let us raise our voices and cheer these knights as they will meet in the list here and try to break their lances upon each other's bodies. Allez, allez! Oh! And that is a miss. This is no pantomime or play. This is true competition, and sometimes they miss. It makes the shattering of lances even more sweet when it happens. The knights must signal ready. They must settle their horses. Remember that if anyone upon the ground should touch their horse, they will lose points, for this is a test of horsemanship and skill, as much as skill with a martial weapon. The Chevalier is settling his horse. His horse is a seasoned veteran of the tournament, and he gets quite excited. This is Lucas, who has won many tournaments. Sir Michael stands ready at the end of the tilt. They signal ready. They are in the list, and we have breaks. The Chevalier has broken his lance. So I see, do we have any points for Sir Michael? We have full 3 points for the Chevalier. Did Sir Michael touch? I can't see my scores down at that end.
Nope.
Nothing for Sir Michael. So the Chevalier pulls ahead. Now these knights do each other great honor by appearing on the field of honor in their finest armor, their finest caparisons. It is a display for each other and for you. The joust is a spectacle.
It seems to me these horses enjoy it as much as the knights do.
The horses are very, very excited today. There is an electricity in the air that the horses pick up on. And so each of these knights is striving to maintain his own composure while he... There we go. Oh, and it's another miss. If anyone thinks this is easy, it is not. So after 3 passes, the Chevalier has 3 points, and Sir Michael of Ravensholm, who is not having as much luck, has no points. But it was worthy competition nonetheless, and the knights greet each other. and try better next time.
I don't imagine this wind helps them either.
No, the wind does not help. This is an 11-foot lance and it takes off like a sail. The next match is between the Chevalier and Sir Geoffrey Hedgecock. Sir Geoffrey has trodden the fields, the tournament fields of Europe for the last 15 years. And so he has experienced this sort of weather more than the Chevalier. So perhaps his experience will stand him in good stead. Lucas. Sometimes they forget. You see, this is a dance of 4 partners. Each knight must convince his horse that they must get their timing right, and then they must get it right with the other pair down at the other end of the tilt. Timing is everything, so that they meet in the tilt successfully. And there they go. And we have a break. Sir Geoffrey's experience has stood him well, and he has 3 full points.
He almost makes it look easy.
3 points.
I know it's not easy, but he makes it look easy.
Well, I can tell you, having watched this for many years, that the Chevalier is fighting. His horse has a mind of his own today. Thank you. 3 points for Sir Geoffrey and no points for the Chevalier. The Chevalier has a much harder job because his horse is not cooperating. And Sir Geoffrey's horse is cooperating. So what we have here is a true competition, and unfortunately, the horses play a huge, huge factor in it. But this is the way that now Sir Geoffrey's horse has decided he's not going to cooperate. So let's just look at how beautiful these guys are. Enjoy the spectacle of knights in shining armor, riding their horses. They are a sight. Knights without horses are infantry. And this is why horses are such effective weapons in war, because if they know their job, they can be fierce. They can be fierce competitors. They can be fierce combatants in their own little world. They add a huge component. They're in the tilt, and we have good breaks on both sides. Well done, gentlemen. Well done, gentlemen.
Very nice.
We have 3 points at one end. We have 3 points at the other. And our knights have scored full points both. Congratulations.
Oh, wow.
Well done, gentlemen. It is the throw of the dice. It is the luck of the draw with jousting. All of the stars must align. Otherwise, it is a stale pantomime. We wait for those breaks. We hope that each pass will show us a shower of shards that we love so much.
I think it's just interesting how the scoring is always so close between 1 or 2 points of each other.
They're in the tilt. Oh! And that was a swipe, so we get no points for that, although that is a break. That was not in a legal area, was not done legally. So unfortunately, at the end of this match, what do we have here? We have Sir Geoffrey with 6 points, the Chevalier with 3. And yes, indeed, cheer for these knights, cheer for the Chevalier, who has drawn some short straws this afternoon, and yet has shown the knightly virtue of fortitude by not throwing his hands in the air, not giving up, not shouting at his horse, not losing his temper. Well done, Chevalier. Très bien. Très bien. It is not knightly to stomp around and raise one's voice and blame others. We must take the blows as they come. And life is not always easy. Well done to the Chevalier. You represent your duchy well. The last match is between Sir Michael and Sir Geoffrey. At both ends of the spectrum, our youngest knight and our veteran of the tournament field. Lest I say oldest. We don't want to say that.
We don't say that. Most experienced.
We're most experienced. Thank you, good Baron. You are correct. Sir Michael and his magnificent horse Quirk are a fine sight at his end as he waits patiently. Sir Geoffrey's horse Leopold wants to run, but it will do him no good to run if there is no lance in Sir Geoffrey's hand. And we don't want any accidents, so he cannot run until Sir Geoffrey's his visor is down and secured. Leo. There he goes, there he goes. They are off, they are off. And both knights have waved off on that one because the timing was not right. Gentlemen, I'm going to give you another pass there. We're going to call that a mercy pass. Since the horses are not cooperating, it is within my right to grant these knights some latitude. And in the interest of good competition, I'd like to see another try there. Sir Geoffrey has his lance, Sir Michael has his lance, and we have a break. We have nothing for Sir Michael. I believe we have 3 for Sir Geoffrey. 3 for Sir Michael? How did you do that? How did we get 3 on both sides? Okay. Sir Michael, unfortunately, has a complete lance. I still see it. Geoffrey 3, Michael 0. Come on, guys. Work with me here. Let's give it up for our ground crew. It takes teamwork here. It's teamwork between the knights and their horses. Our ground crew, we could not do it without them, the grooms in the back. It takes a village to make this happen. We'll give them a little latitude if they get the score wrong once in a while. I'm up here and all I have to do is watch. Sir Geoffrey settles his horse, Leopold. And he can hear me and he knows me and he doesn't want to mess with me. He's in the tilt. Here comes Sir Michael. Oh, we have a break. Now you'll see that Sir Geoffrey dropped his lance. What happened there? We had 3 on one end. We had none on the other. Okay. Sir Geoffrey dropped his lance. His horse was running a bit wild. He wanted both hands to control his horse rather than chuck his lance at his ground crew, which is considered the worst part of... Oh, that was an attaint. All right, that looks like an attaint to me. Sir Michael gets 1 point for an attaint. Geoffrey gets 3. Thank you. If the knight cannot hang on to his lance, he should drop it if he needs to get rid of it to control his horse. And Sir Geoffrey did just the right thing. He let it ride through his hands and hit the ground so that no one would be struck. We want to make sure everyone is safe. This is a dangerous sport, but we try to keep it as safe as we can. The horses are running a bit wild this afternoon. Is Sir Michael all right? He's just taking an extra moment. Okay, he gives me the thumbs up. Thank you. You see Sir Geoffrey is latching his visor. Now he's keeping his horse down in the corner just to keep him nice and calm. See if we can get a good run for our third and final match. Court is in the tilt, Leo is in the tilt, and we do have a break. That was a good break for Sir Geoffrey.
Fire.
All right. Well, that was 2 points for Sir Geoffrey, which means Sir Geoffrey broke his lance in a legal area, but not on the shield. Now, this was a tough session of jousting. And that was the end. The knights say, well, there you go. They're all friends. I'm going to turn you over to the Baron while we calculate the scores for this afternoon. I want to get it right. So give these knights a round of applause. And we'll be back with you in a moment.
Thank you, Madam Harold. It was such a privilege to see these fine, skilled, brave knights in action. What do you say? As I said, I knew for our 20th season we had to bring you something special. And I think indeed we have found it in these brave and chivalrous knights. Yeah, we have. And I want to emphasize that they are in competition every day, every morning, every afternoon, and they will eventually, on the final day of the festival, we will crown the champion of Koroneburg. But I certainly like the aspect that even in the agony of defeat, they maintain their chivalry and indeed their friendships. It is very nice to see. We can all learn from these brave and chivalrous knights. And I do want to remind you that at the end of this event, you can meet the knights at the rail. You can ask them questions and see the horses up close and their beautiful suits of armor, and get to know them a little better. Your lives will be better when you can live so chivalrous and with bravery. Must be close.
It's very close, Your Excellency, and I crave your indulgence because I can hardly believe my eyes here.
No,
so I'm double checking and triple checking.
You know what that means? It's very close, which does not surprise me. For these men are skilled and well matched, despite their wide range of experience and ages.
Okay, we have it.
Your
Your Excellency, we have determined the winner. It is by the merest slivers that we have a winner here.
It always happens.
Very well matched, gentlemen.
Indeed. You can all be proud. Another round of all for these all brave knights. But now it comes time to award at first the winner of the joust, and then I will be pleased to give the ribbon for the overall champion for this entire day. For tonight, this afternoon's joust, I ask, and I'm sorry to repeat myself, would Sir Geoffrey come forward? It was very close, but Sir Geoffrey, you have taken the day for this afternoon's joust. A big ear for Sir Geoffrey! Oompa! Oompa! And who will it be for the champion of the day? We will announce that. For today, when you take into account this morning's event and now this joust, Sir Jeffrey. Wunderbar. Yeah, very good. Congratulations. You honor this field as your friends also do. What say you, good people of Koroneburg? I invite you back. We have 2 more weekends after this. I hope you'll come back to celebrate our 20th anniversary and to see these brave knights in action.
Your Excellency, we have but one more award to give which the knights do not know about. Would the knights please present yourselves once again? Now, good people, along with martial skill and courage, there is a nobility of character that is expected of a knight. A knight should be honorable. He should be courageous. He should be generous. He should be humble. He should be honorable. A knight must use his station to defend the weak and be merciful in the dispensing of justice. There is no truer display of a knight's character than how he treats those of lower station. We, the ladies of this group, have decided to do another award, an impromptu award this afternoon to the knight who we feel has displayed the most chivalry so far during this competition. We spoke to all of the grooms, the menials, the people you don't see, the people who are out here hauling equipment around, to see just how these knights have treated them during this competition. When they are frustrated, when they are hot, when they are tired, when their horses have been fractious and he's given them a bad time, when all they want to do is stay home and soak their wounds, they are out here. So the people who deal with them day in, day out have been told, and they have chosen one who has displayed what they feel is the most chivalrous attitude during this competition. Sir Michael of Ravensholm, will you step forward and accept our chivalry award this afternoon? It is well earned. Your people love you, Michael. Thank you.
We love all these brave knights. Show them one more round of appreciation. And then I do invite you to meet them at the rail and get to know them. Thank you very much. I'm so proud to be your Faire in these 20 years here at Koroneburg. Come back and see us again. But for now, auf Wiedersehen.